Hello everyone. Previously we had discussed about the single uh, hmm, sorry previously we had discussed about the single responsibility principle, right? So next, as I have said, today we'll be discussing about the open or closed principle, nothing but OCP. So let's see what does open or closed principle states. Basically, it states that a class should be open for extension and but closed for the modification. Again, I'm telling, this is simple. It states that the class should be open for the extension. Again, I'm telling, a class should be open for the extension, but it has to be closed for the modification. This is simple, right? Let's try to understand this one with a very simple example. So initially, I'll just create the base class naming payment processor, which is I'll just create a base class which is payment processor. I'll just quickly come here, class payment processor, right? So this one, within this, let me quickly make use of the method pay, and let me pass the amount here. This is fine. Let me quickly log here, console log of. So I'll just make use of the template literals here. Within this one, let me pass. We need one more dollar, right? Let's give it dollar itself. Amount. So before this one, let me give something like paying. I'll just give here paying amount in the dollar. So extra dollar I have considered. This is fine. Let's come out of the this one, this class, the base class, nothing but the payment processor class, right? So next, we need the extension for the PayPal, right? So for that one, I'll just be making use of the extension. So I'll just give here class. I'll just give here PayPal processor class name. This one, what this extends, the class payment processor, right? So I'll just give here payment processor, this one. So I'll just consider here pay of, within this one I'll just consider the parameter amount, and let me quickly log here. What shall I give here? I'll just make use of template literals. Let me give here processing PayPal payment of, within the dollar, let me give here amount. This is fine. Let me come out of this class entirely. So one more extension, that is nothing but the credit card. We need the extension for the credit card as well, right? For that, let me create one more class, nothing but I'll just take the name, consider the name here, credit card processor. This is extending the base class. Mainly the base class is this one, right? I'll just copy the same thing, payment processor here. Payment processor. So within this, again, let's consider the method pay, and I'll just pass the amount here. So let me quickly log here. So let me copy the same thing here. Let me make the necessary changes. Do one thing. Let me copy this one entirely. Sorry, what did I do? Just give me a second here. So yeah, here processing, instead of this one, I'll just give here credit, processing credit card payment of this amount. This is fine, right? Amount remains the same here. So I'll just quickly come out of this class entirely. So finally, let's see the usage part here. So I'll just give here, let me consider PayPal, and here it will be, I have considered the PayPal processor class right here. So let me give here PayPal processor. And one more class, whatever I have considered here, credit card processor, right? I'll just copy this one. So let me name this one credit card. So let me keep this one, see, camel case. So this is fine. New Let me paste this one, credit card processor. Finally, let me make use of the variable PayPal, and let's call the method this one, pay. So I'll just come here. Let me paste the same thing. I'll just pass 100 here, some random amount. Let's pass 100 here, and finally, credit card. This one again. Here within this one we have the method pay. Let me paste the same thing over here, and paste some amount here. I'll just give here 200. Or let me consider anything, 400. Let me give here 400. So the output that we need to get here is, we know, processing PayPal payment of $100. That's what we have to get here, right? Processing PayPal amount of, we have passed 100 here, so processing PayPal amount of $100, and the second one, processing credit card payment of $400. That's what we need to get the output here. Let's try to run the code, and I'll quickly explain whatever I have written here. So we are getting the output, processing PayPal payment of $100 and processing credit card payment of $400. So I hope this one is giving us the correct output. So let's see. I'll quickly explain whatever I have written here, right? So the payment processor, this one class, the payment processor, this is the base class as I had explained earlier. This is the base class which defines a general pay method. Here you can clearly see this is a base class which defines a general pay method, and the subclasses that we have made use of here is, one is PayPal processor and another one is credit card processor. You can clearly see here subclasses like PayPal processor and credit card processor extend it and provide specific implementation. Nothing but we are making use of pay method inside this one. Again, I'm telling subclasses like PayPal processor and credit card processor extends the this one payment processor, which is a base class, and it provides the specific implementation here. So basically this adheres to OCP by allowing extensions without modifying the base class. We are not modifying the base class. That is the reason this is adhering to the OCP. While I say OCP, it is nothing but the open or closed principle, right? This adheres to the OCP by allowing extensions without modifying the base class. So while explaining what I had said, open or closed principle, basically it states that the class should be open for the extension, but it should be closed for the modification, right? Here what is happening, basically in this example is adhering to the OCP, open or closed principle, by it is allowing the extensions, but it is not it is completely closed for the modification, right? I hope this concept is completely clear. This is the simple example for the open or closed principle, right? So I hope this concept is completely clear. Next next, let's discuss on the LeetCode substitution principle, nothing but the LSP or L in the solid principles, right? So for now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.